Begin to go out in this my short address, I will then stop and make sure that we all listen to the address. To me, it is both an honor and a privilege to stand before you today to speak on a matter that defines our present and may shape our future. The urgency and the efficacy of unity and social cohesion are the solution. In spite of these blessings, we are confronted with deep-seated challenges of insecurity, poverty, ethnic and religious tensions, political fragmentation, social and economic stagnation. These challenges did not develop overnight, nor will they disappear until we resolve to take deliberate, collective, decisive action. Before we go further, we must admit that we are the architects of our own problems. We must stop the blame game if we truly and genuinely want to find a lasting solution to our problems in the North. Division has cost us progress, while indifference and inaction have continued to deepen our division. If we are to overcome our present travails, we must return to the principles of justice, equity, mutual respect, shared purpose that once made Northern Nigeria a beacon of hope, peace, unity, and development. Over the last decade, banditry, terrorism, insurgency, and communal clashes have turned our villages into battlegrounds, displacing millions and crippling our economy. Despite its vast resources, the North remains the poorest region in the country, with alarming rates of illiteracy, unemployment, and poor infrastructure. Mistrust between and among ethnic groups and religious communities has been exploited by selfish and desperate interests, leading to violent conflicts. Instead of uniting for common goals, our elites often prioritize personal and sectional interests over collective progress. The challenges facing Northern Nigeria are intricately interconnected. Insecurity scares away investors, which in turn deepens poverty. Poverty fuels desperation and crime. Ethnic divisions weaken our collective resolve to demand good governance. Political fragmentation ensures that no meaningful development takes root in our region. This is not the North that all of us here inherited. But there is a path that could lead to a better future for Northern Nigeria. And this path begins with our collective decision to abandon division and embrace unity. We must tune down our inflammable statements and return to that golden era when we used to have genuine and deep respect for each other. After all, not long ago, we treated each other first and foremost as brothers and sisters, when the appellation Northerner captured our collective essence before our ethnic, sectional, and religious affiliations. Some of you in the audience here may still remember with nostalgia the old northern region under the leadership of Sir Ahmadu Bello, Sardauna of Sokoto, when the North actually thrived because it was built on equity and justice. The Sardauna did not see Hausa, he did not see Fulani, he did not see Kanuri, he did not see Doma, he did not see Gala, he did not see Ndupe, he did not see Okum, he did not see so many other tribes. The only citizens he saw were Northerners. He invested heavily in education, in agriculture, in infrastructure, not for one group, but for the collective. Today we must ask ourselves, where did we go wrong? When did we abandon the philosophy of one North, one people? When did tribalism and religious bigotry begin to define our essence and our identity? To reclaim our greatness, we must rethink and reconsider our individual utterances and actions. After this meeting, we should undertake my suggested following. As leaders and politicians, or just as ordinary citizens, all of us must consider it our sacred duty to be bridge builders, not dividers, in our rural communities. Too often, as politicians, we exploit ethnic and religious differences in order to win elections, and thereafter, we leave our people hopelessly divided. The destructive weaponization of ethnicity and religion we saw in the last election is totally unacceptable. This is where the ADC will make the difference. For us, in Africa Democratic Congress, politics is about service and not about manipulation. The major cause of division in northern Nigeria is the perception of marginalization. We must ensure fairness in appointments, resource allocation, and opportunities. Resentment grows when any group feels excluded, but when all see themselves as equal stakeholders, peace flourishes. Ignorance is the biggest enemy of unity, social cohesion, and development. We must invest in education that teaches our children the value of diversity. Let our schools, churches, and mosques preach tolerance. Let our media promote stories of cooperation. For as long as we continue to treat investment in education with levity, for that long shall we continue to reap poverty and insecurity. As I said earlier, poverty fuels desperation and violence. By creating jobs, supporting agriculture, and empowering youth, we remove the incentives for crime and rebellion. A thriving economy is the best weapon against instability. Our security challenges are self-inflicted. We cannot continue to expect solutions from elsewhere. Northern Nigeria used to be the safest part of this country. There were no armed robbery, kidnapping, cultism, or fraudsters, or what we call 419 today. But today the story is different in the north. The native authority, the precursor of today's local government area, used to have an effective community policing infrastructure where villagers protect each other. We have to find a way to reorganize our people in their villages to return to these age-old, untested practices. Wherever conflicts arise, we must choose dialogue over inflammable rhetoric, peace mediation over mutual annihilation, repentance and forgiveness over vengeance. Too much blood has been shed in our land. It is time to make peace. A call to action. Distinguished ladies, gentlemen, the time for lamentation is over. The North is bleeding profusely, and we are the only ones who can heal it. Let us commit today to reject hate speech and divisive politics. Let us invest in unifying projects like education, health, and infrastructure. Let us hold each other accountable for our actions and inactions. Let us shake hands across the divide and restore our bond of brotherhood. The last time you met here, The popular demand was, what is the vehicle to achieve northern unity? I tell you today that the vehicle to achieve northern unity, progress and development is ADC. If we do this, I have no doubt we will rebuild this region into a powerhouse of not just peace and social cohesion, but also of economic progress, human ingenuity, and compassion. Thank you, and God bless you.